Good morning, children. Today we'll continue with Othello, which is written by William Shakespeare. Previously, we have been ended with Act 1, Scene 1, 2 and 3. Today we'll start with a fresh act, Act 2, Scene 1. Now, in the previous act of the last scene, we have seen that how Othello gives a clear-cut view about his marriage with Desdemona, and to which Barbantio, who is Desdemona's father, gave his consent to their marriage. Now, in this act, it is open on a seaport in Cyprus. Okay, this act and this scene opens on a seaport in Cyprus where there is a tempest. Okay, it is a seaport, so it is connected to a sea, and where there is a hilarious storm going on and a severe tempest is there. Okay, which have caused the destruction of the Turkish fleet. Okay, now in this scene we find when it opens there are two people who are place opens where Montano and two other gentlemen were talking about the destruction of the Turkish fleet. Okay, Montano is another character in the drama. Montano and two other gentlemen, they were speaking about the destruction which took place in the Turkish fleet because of the hilarious tempest which had occurred in the sea. Okay, when they were talking to each other, all of a sudden there came a third gentleman came with the news that there was an end of Turkish war. The Turkish war has come into an sea. Then the third gentleman came with the news of the end of Turkish war. He informs that the undergoing of the Turkish fleet has been witnessed by a Vettrian ship. The first ship has brought Michael and Cassio. The next ship arrives with Iago, Desdemona, Emilia, Rodrigo, etc. Okay, now the third man came, and when he informed about the end of the Turkish war, he also came with the news that on the Turkish fleet there were these peoples. They are coming on a ship. Okay, they have been saved, and they are coming on a ship. In the first ship there were two people, Michael and Cassio. Who was Cassio? Cassio was the person to whom Othello gave a promotion and he became a lieutenant. Okay. Then in the next ship is carrying Iago, Desdemona, Emilia, Rodrigo, etc. And etc. Now what happens? Desdemona, she was in a conversation. She actually came before the expected time. She came before a week of her expected time. Now, in a short interval, Desdemona was engaged in a light talk with Iago on women. Okay, she was talking about it was a painful anxiety that Desdemona she was trying to lighten her heart by indulging in a light talk with Iago. Okay. Now, Iago was a kind of person who never used to praise women fraternity. He never has praised women fraternity. Maybe he did not like women, or maybe any bad incident had been happened to him. We don't know exactly till now what's the reason behind it. Okay, now he is telling that a woman who is fair and wise knows how to turn her beauty to account. Now he is telling that a woman, he has got a different perceptions about the color of a woman. Okay. Now if a woman is very fair, he has got a different thought about it. If a woman is black, he has again got a different idea of it. Okay. Now first he is telling a woman who is fair and wise knows how to turn her beauty to account. He is saying that the woman who is very fair is definitely has to be very wise. Okay, and she knows how to turn her beauty to account. Now, second description which he is giving is, a woman who is black and witty secures a good husband. Now, he is telling that a woman who has got a dark complexion but is very witty, she definitely gets a good husband in life, a good partner in life. Now, he is giving us another combination, that if a woman is fair but she is foolish, then Iago denies that the woman who is fair, no, if a woman is fair and foolish. Now, when Desdemona was sitting with Iago, and when Iago was giving her ideas about the color of a woman, to this, a very different type of combination came from Desdemona. She tells Iago, what if the woman is fair but she is foolish? The Iago simply denies it. Iago denies that a woman is fair. If a woman, Iago denies that a woman is fair can never be foolish. She will get an hire to herself. Now he is telling that a woman who is fair, she can never be foolish. Okay? She can never be foolish. And if she is foolish, then she will get a hire to herself, because she will succeed to the throne of her father if she is fair and she is foolish. A woman who is ugly and foolish cannot be foolish enough. Now he is telling that if you give me this option, that what if the woman is very ugly and she is also foolish? Now, to this Iago says that ugly woman cannot be foolish enough, but will imitate the pranks of fair and wise ones. So what will she do? Ugly and foolish woman, what will she do? She will imitate, means she will copy the pranks of the women who are fair and who are wise enough. During, like when these conversations were going on between Desdemona and Iago about the woman, their complexion. Now, what does Iago thinks about a fair and witty woman, black and ugly woman? When these all conversations were going on between Desdemona and Iago, by the time, what does Iago notices? Iago observes that Cassio is constantly pressing Desdemona's hands, the way of innocent courtesy, in a courteous way. Okay, when there is a different meaning when your father holds your hand and when your partner holds your hand. Okay, so this is what, when your friend, when you are in sad or you are in grief, when your friend holds your hand, that is also a different moment and a different feeling. So Iago does not fail to watch Cassio pressing Desdemona's hands by the way of innocent courtesy. Iago's mind starts weaving a plot. He will trick Cassio out of his lieutenancy, and that for such harmless interchange of civilities. Now, what is going on in Iago's mind? He is definitely creating a plot, because he was very close to Othello and he wanted that he will get a promotion. But in the beginning, in Act 1, Scene 1, we got that Iago was expecting that Othello will promote him, but he did not got any promotion. Instead, this Cassio, he became the lieutenant of Othello. So what did he was definitely, he did not be in a good terms with Othello. Now, this incident that Cassio is pressing Desdemona's hand, this incident has definitely had forced Iago to create a plot inside his mind where he can remove Cassio from his lieutenancy for such a harmless interchange of civilities. Why? Because he was holding Desdemona's hand, and that is not a good sign. Okay. Thank you, children. We'll continue with Act 2, Scene 1 tomorrow. Thank you.